Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, I want to do this video regarding a former CME trader. He used to come on to these blogs, blogs, gold blogs, libertarian blogs, and he was also a guest on CNBC, Bloomberg, the list goes on and on and on. And he was also one of my brokers, and he's no longer in the business of it. And I did a video on this last year, and there's more news on this. Headline, it's at New York Law Journal. Ex-broker admits to role in a $131 million fraud scheme. I'll just read you a few lines. A former broker who federal prosecutors say pitch worthless stock to investors and television viewers faces prison for participating in a $131 million market manipulation scheme. Let's go on to the third line here. Authorities say the scheme, which ran from around 2009 to 2015, artificially controlled the price and volume of traded shares of Forcefield Energy Inc., a distributor of LED lighting products. They say NEPA, his name was Tress NEPA, or aka Herschel Tress NEPA, got kickbacks to shield a stock at investor conferences and as a TV guest commentator. Participants communicated with disposable burner phones and encrypted text messages, prosecutors allege. Nipa, who entered his plea before Eastern District Magistrate Judge Ramon Reyes Jr., could receive up to 5 years in prison, restitution, and a five when he is sentenced by Eastern District Judge Brian Cogan on March 31st, which that was the other day. Nepa was represented, goes on. So this is really quite interesting. I really haven't heard the mainstream media cover this, the alternative media cover this. So I thought, hey, I might as well cover it. He used to be my broker. This is how I got into actually futures trading, options, and whatnot. Thanks to him, ironically. And I actually got in before he went to jail. The irony of all of this. So this goes to show you that if you actually make it onto television, you got to play by the rules, right? Some people have told me that there are people in the gold and silver markets, right, that are going on YouTube that are actually getting paid money to shill silver and gold when they know that, hey, you know what? We don't believe in it. They don't believe in those stories. Quite interesting that if you're doing this in the alternative reality land, not reality land, but if you're doing this on a blog or YouTube, thus far you could get away with it. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but people can do that compared to if you're on national television, you got to be careful. And I've told you the story. There's this one guy who was a definite pumper of penny stocks. I'm not going to mention his name. I don't want any liability issues. But this guy told me he recorded him and he recorded this pumper and he said that, yeah, I'm pumping these stocks up. They're BS and I'm making money off of these losers or whatever, like language like that. And first of all, if you're doing that, if you're pumping up a stock, in my opinion, that's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is if you have an audience, it's fine to get advertised. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that they're not engaging in any criminal act whatsoever. Because you could get into legal issues if you're starting to advertise stuff that you know is crap. So just make sure whatever you are advertising, make sure that is a legitimate company. Sometimes people do get conned and they don't realize it, but just know when you're getting into it, just make sure that these are good people and they're not trying to scam people. But in stuff like a situation like this broker or my ex-broker, he knew what he was doing based on what I have read. And apparently he's entering into a agreement. He may be going to jail. He may be getting less of a sentence than he should be. I really don't know until the news comes out. But regardless, those individuals who have bigger channels, and if you still listen to me, just be careful. Right now, I have a small channel, so I doubt they're listening to me. But if you are, please be careful. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.